Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, and welcome to this new video on Bounce, on the Bounce token or auction. I think we'll call it Bounce in this video. It doesn't matter that much, of course, but I think that's best. That's why what I always associated with. Had to do an update today. I actually should have maybe already done an update earlier because Bounce has rallied massively. Already started yesterday. I actually have a funny story about that. But it continued overnight. Bounce is a token that really rallies overnight and kind of towards the beginning of the day in Asia. So that might be interesting to some of you trading from Asia. But yeah, we'll do a full analysis of what's going on right now. It is quite manipulated, which is not weird. I mean, auction has a history of manipulations and spikes, as you can see. Also happened more recently, the 26th of July. So now I would not say this is some sort of a second rally, but it's just new manipulation. We'll talk about what's possible. We'll talk about whether it's likely that it will continue going up. Some important levels. As you can see right now, further confirmation that it's manipulated is a lot of volume from Upbit and SuperX. Which are kind of in the list of manipulated exchanges, or at least if there's a lot of volume from there, it's usually manipulated. So yeah, it is manipulated. Doesn't matter. Could still go up, could crash. We'll talk about that. Before we dive into that, I want to tell you that I have my own premium trading group, in which I share my own trades as signals. There's a chat room full of traders, which is very valuable. And right now, we're actually developing a strategy to try to catch rallies like these. And that's the funny story. Like, I already knew that Bounce had the potential to rally quite a bit. Like I was watching it throughout this entire time. So basically the entire last week. But I was waiting for 5.5 to break, which happened very early in the morning yesterday. All right. So I missed that, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have entered 100%. But yeah, I missed that, and then it continued rallying. I didn't feel like entering here anymore. I just felt like it was too low or too high already, which was my mistake probably. But from there it continued rallying. So that's that sucks a little bit that we missed that. But at least we identified that it could be a potential rally. So if you want to know more about that, consider joining as well. But for now, on to Bounce. So the thing is that Bounce historically has shown that it can rally hard and quickly, but it is usually quickly. All right, so it just spikes up, and then the next 24 hours it drops down. So I do want to say that you should be careful. All right, because like technically sky is the limit right now, because auction broke out above 8 cents or $8 and $7.5. So it could. Technically, it's realistic to say that it could rally all the way up to $17, all right? It's a possibility. Now, will that happen, yes or no? That still depends on the technicals, but that could happen, all right? So I would 100% not short Bounce right now. That's one thing I do want to say, but for now, it depends a lot on how it reacts to $8 and $7.5. Like I said, that's the main level it broke above with the last candle, and over the last couple of hours has been trying to break above that. It broke above that now, but it's going to retest it. And if auction actually wants to get to the next price targets at 9.5 and $10, which is the next price target, it's not the maximum it could go, but that's the price target for now. If it wants to get there, we need to see some strong reactions, strong support reactions from $8 to 7.5, that area. If from there we barely get any support and we might even break down below that, then this might actually be the top. All right, so it depends a lot on how much support we get from $8 and 7.5 right now. Depending on that, we'll either continue going up or we'll drop down. If we're taking a look at some other statistics to get a better view of what's going on, what you'll see is that over the course of the last 24 hours, the open interest and the volume right now is still increasing. All right, so technically auction is still very, very bullish right now. So I would say it's the most likely scenario that auction will actually, after testing, find some strong support and get up towards 9.5 and $10. I would say that's the most likely scenario. Then after that, the next resistance level is between 12 and 14. Then afterwards between 16 and 17.5. I cannot, just because our auction spikes so much, it's almost impossible for me to really set a good price alert, but you'll have to you just have to take a look at how it reacts to certain resistance levels. So I just gave you the resistance levels. I think we'll at least go up to the next one. Then depending on how much resistance is found there and the reaction of the open interest and the volume will either go higher or that's the top. But it's very difficult to analyze and predict that. So for now, that's those are my thoughts on auction. If you do have any questions, let me know. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.